85. Channel 85.
Hey, Brendanovich.
Hey, Sam.
Little S, big A, little M.
So, do you know whether or not there's air on the moon?
I have absolutely no idea. I think there's not, though, because otherwise they wouldn't have to wear those, like, suit things, right?
So, when I ask a lot of people this, a lot of people say it's because there's no gravity on the moon. Now, that's
Okay.
well, they'll say there's no air because there's no gravity, and that's what a lot of people think. So, before we talk about like what I found out about air on the moon, let's take a look at what some other people think.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Their atmosphere is not strong enough. There's like not enough toughness. The atmosphere isn't strong enough to be able to keep in the air that you need. There is air, but it's not our kind of air. It's different molecules.
Well, there's no air on the moon because there's no atmosphere. Because the moon decided it was too good for an atmosphere. It didn't want it. It didn't want to be like the Earth.
Because it doesn't have any atmosphere to hold the air in.
The moon has someone else's gravity that pulls you towards it, yes.
The moon's got gravity. It decided gravity was a good thing to have, but atmosphere, that's too much.
What they had to say really is what a lot of people think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good representation, good little pool of people there.
That's actually a really good pool of people. Now, the moon actually does have an atmosphere.
Okay.
And the atmosphere, well, there's not much gravity to hold the atmosphere close to the moon.
Okay.
So,
That's why when they walk, they're like bouncy.
yeah. So even though the human who's on the moon has the same mass, the weight is different because mass is a measure of how much matter we have, and weight is a measure of the force of gravity pulling on that weight.
I feel like I'm in the 9th grade.
Yeah?
Yeah. It all's coming back to me. These are bad memories, Brendanovich. Why are you doing this to me?
So, the gravity of the moon doesn't pull as much as the gravity on Earth, and there's actually a wind that comes from the sun called the solar wind. And
Aptly named.
the solar wind is able to blow the atmosphere off the moon.
Aw,
So all that's left
kind of sad.
yeah. All that's left behind for an atmosphere on the moon is pretty much radon and hydrogen.
And those are really light.
Radon's
right?
kind of heavy.
Oh.
Hydrogen's is much lighter. And it's all over
So
the
that's how
universe.
much I know. Very little.
So there actually is air on the moon if you consider air to be gas. And yes, the moon has gravity.
Doesn't everything have gravity?
Otherwise, the astronauts would have been like crawling around trying to stay on.
Have you seen Neil Armstrong? That's right. It's a little bit of... But he's there on the moon still, not floating away, so...
I knew something wasn't strong enough.
If it didn't have solar winds, could there be breathable atmosphere there?
Well, these are things that I was not aware of. Thank you so much, Brendanovich, for taking me back to the 9th grade and teaching me, reteaching me these things.
You are welcome, Sam.
If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let us know at scientificstation.com. I win!